I am afraid to look at my accounts. Welcome to day 8 in our 30-day Unlock Money Magic adventure specifically made for women. You know that feeling, right? You kind of probably should look at your bank account to see if you have enough money in checkings and if you have enough in savings for the upcoming bills. Or it would probably be a good idea to see what your credit card balance is. But then you tell yourself, okay, I'm too busy right now, I'll do that later. And later never comes. There's actually no reason to feel bad. This is a very, very common avoidance technique. It's normal. Women make shame-based meaning making way more often than men. So while men may look at their numbers and decide that the numbers aren't good, women look at their numbers and decide, I am not good. Huge difference. That's part of your money identity when you feel like that. That's one of the 3 pillars we use when I coach people. We use money identity, who you are in relationship to money, and then money beliefs is what you believe about money, and money habits is your day-to-day behavior with money. So let's unravel this whole I am bad when my numbers are bad. So we always start out with just feeling inside our bodies and see what that feels like. So if it's comfortable to do so, I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. And then find in your body, I'm afraid to look at my accounts. And depending on your situation, you may think about your checkings or savings account. You may think about your credit cards. Whatever gives you the most anxiety, let's look at that today. Just feel into that. I'm afraid to look at my accounts. Where in your body do you feel that? What does it feel like? And how intense is it on a scale from 0 to 10? 0, it's not very intense at all, or there's no intensity. 10, it's like maximum intensity. And you might even want to put your hand on that part of your body where you feel this anxiety. And then start tapping with me, side of the hand karate chop. Even though my stomach drops just thinking about opening my banking app, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm so scared to look at the numbers, because I'm afraid that the numbers are bad. And that means I am bad. I choose to give myself so much compassion right now and love and accept all of me. Even though I may not have been a good money manager up until now, and the numbers actually might not be very pretty, I choose to love everything about me, including my bank and credit card balances. Okay, take a deep breath in and out. Stop tapping on the karate chop. And then just tap through the points, top of the head. I'm going to look at this later. Eyebrow. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Side of the eye. I don't want to look. Under your eye. It's probably going to be really bad. Under your nose. And I would rather put my head in the sand to increase and pretend it's not there. Collarbone. I don't want to look. Under your arm. This fear of looking at my accounts. Top of the head. I can feel it in my body. And now just tap through the points at your own pace. Oh, this anxiety in my body. Oh, I know the numbers are bad. Maybe I've even overdrawn my account again. I probably had some checks bounce. Who knows how many overdraft fees I've gotten this week? I don't want to look because in my mind, bad numbers mean that I'm failing at this money thing. Of course, I don't want to look. When looking makes me feel bad about myself, I'm just protecting myself from feeling bad. This is actually what this avoidance is: self protection. I don't want to face the reality because it means that I am bad. I'm a failure. I'm no good at this money thing. And I don't need any more proof. Why would I even want to look? You know I suck with money. I refuse to look at my accounts. You can't make me. I'm not doing it. I have enough on my plate. I already have enough stress in my life. I don't need one more thing. I can feel this feeling in my body, and it feels so uncomfortable. But I wonder if I could look at this a little differently. I wonder if I get curious about this, if this feeling could get a little lighter. What if I'm not a failure? Even if the numbers are really ugly, what if I could just look at them as this is today's fact? And today's reality does not determine what happens tomorrow. Today's reality does not determine my future. Today's reality does not determine my future. That actually feels pretty good. Maybe there is hope. Up until now, I made this mean that I am bad. But up until now, I also didn't know that I have all these beliefs about money and all these beliefs about who I am in relation to money. All those beliefs that have limited my ability to handle it well. Well, it's not a surprise that I'm not proud of my numbers. I had no idea all this stuff was going on unconsciously. And as I'm tapping on this every day, what if these numbers could change? And even before the numbers ever change, what if I could change the meaning of them? What if I gave myself a lot of compassion? I am not a failure. I just haven't known up until now what to do. Well, that's not quite true. I do know what to do, I just don't do it. But it's not a surprise given those unconscious beliefs. Because these unconscious beliefs have led to my current money habits. And as I change these beliefs, my habits will change automatically. What if I could look at my bank account and just look at it as a matter of fact? And actually, it just might be that knowing the reality will give me a little sense of hope. Because once I know, I can change things. I can't change anything if I don't have any facts. But once I have a starting point, I can actually change things. Maybe today, after this tapping round, I'm going to take a peek at my accounts with the utmost compassion, and then knowing that this means nothing about who I am. It's only a snapshot in time of what has been up until now. And now that I have tapped on this, things are actually already shifting. Things are in motion. I can feel how I'm feeling a little lighter already. I can feel a little bit of hope. I can feel a little bit of courage. Hey, I can do this. I can log into my bank accounts. I can do this. I can look at my credit card statements. Knowing is half the battle. And I am so proud of myself that I now know that the numbers are simply a fact and not a verdict about my worth. Okay, stop tapping, take a deep breath in and out. And feel back into your body. What does it feel like? Feel the shift, feel how it has changed already. Check in on your scale from 0 to 10. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. How do you feel? What do you think? You want to look at your bank account in a minute? You just might. All right, that was our tapping for day 8. Be sure to get your tracker out. Write down all the unexpected income, blessings, magic, and miracles you've already observed. And if you actually look at your bank account or credit card statement today, just at one of them, make sure you put it on your tracker as a blessing, because having that courage is a huge blessing. It's a huge shift, and you deserve to track that. Invite a friend to come along. Make sure you subscribe and have your notifications turned on. Thank you for tapping with me today, and I will see you tomorrow.